On this episode of Open Homes, a multi-million-dollar showstopper in Sydney, a family dream home on the Gold Coast. Dave has the most fun since lockdown as he checks out the Moondog Brewery beer garden. And at the climax, we show you the ultimate tree and sea change. Come with us as we step inside. First up, James is in Sydney.
What happens when you've got an amazing harborside location, but the site is narrow? Well, you elevate the finishes and you go up.
Hey,
mate,
James,
how are you?
Good to see you.
I still get amazed when I turn up at this house. It looks so good from the street. I might be a little bit biased because I had a little bit of a hand on this job working with you and your team. It's an amazing home, but a fantastic location too.
Oh, look, I wouldn't say a little bit of hand.
Yeah.
There's a big hand in here, but it's a fantastic location, really close to the city, beautiful harbour views, an amazing place to live.
Now, you've been building for many, many years, and I know you get used to dealing with all of the troubles on site, but here we have Sydney Harbour just over there. You've got views that you can see water through, but the site is narrow and it's also slightly angled and it's tapering. Talk through how you dealt with that.
Oh, look, the moment we bought the property, we knew we're in for a challenge. Look, it's the block's 60 metres long. We have about 12 metres at the front, tapering to 4 metres at the back.
Wow.
To compound that, we have a fall from the back of the block to the front of about 7 or 8 metres, so there's a lot to contend with.
And you dealt with that by creating this 3-level home. So instead of being able to go wide like I tend to be doing now, we've gone up and you've ended up with a home that's 3-storey, or is it 4?
Yeah, well, it's actually 4.
Yeah.
So so you're right. We couldn't really go out in terms of width, so we maximised the depth, and we went up 4 levels. So we got 3 beautiful levels with a rooftop terrace where you can see the Harbour Bridge at New Year's Eve.
Because you need more views when you've got a view like that already. It looks fantastic here. You can see the strong use of line, which I really love, and the front door was part of that. But I think we need to go inside and take a look at this home because there's a lot to see.
I can't wait to show you.
Great. Look, it's so nice when you come up into this space, but you can definitely see that taper that you've got. And what I love how you dealt with it so well is that you added so much visual interest. You've got bulkheads and exposed steel beams and architecturally a lot of very interesting things to catch the eye.
Yeah, look, you've pointed out the things aesthetically what look really good, but it's about the design first and foremost, because as you said, it's a tapered block. It's a bit like a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
Really wide at the front and it tapers really narrow to the back, and it was really important in the design phase to get it right. And what the architect did, Russell from Urban Grand Designs, he actually didn't articulate the home to match the boundary side. So we actually tapered the home. So what you'll find in this large space here is that there's no square walls. It's all out of square.
Now, I know we want to get upstairs and look at that amazing view, and I mentioned the word stairs, cues me to go and look at this. Now, is it a staircase or is it a sculptural statement? It was a really, lots of conversations in this particular piece, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It is another statement piece of the home. It was an inspiration that we had at the very beginning, what ties the levels together. It's a birdcage inspiration for me, so when you step back and look at it, it does resemble a birdcage, but the way that it was put together was really important.
Well, I personally think it's like the Justin Timberlake of staircases. If a staircase would be sexy, this is it. So let's use those stairs and go and check out your amazing view. Well, Tom, congratulations. I think you've managed to squeeze every possible inch of amazingness out of this site. You've got 3 levels of dwelling and then this rooftop terrace, which I can see beautiful views of the district this way, harbour that way, and city skyline there. It's amazing, mate.
It's gorgeous. The views are breathtaking, as you said. It's great to see the water, and the sea breeze is beautiful. It's a pleasure to live here.
And, you know, one bit of advice, I mean, you deal with a lot of clients, but if there's anything you can give to clients who are looking to work with a builder, what would you give them advice to be able to plan to be able to get a house like this?
Do your research, know what you love, and if you're going to live in that place, you build it for you and no one else.
Tom, it's fantastic. The problem is, mate, that I can see these amazing views and can we jump off the roof into the harbour? Because I feel like the water is calling.
Sure, you first.
Up next, a dream build on the Gold Coast. Next up, I'm staying local as I meet Candice, who's renovated her dream family home on the Gold Coast. I'm in Labrador today, located on the northern end of the Gold Coast and a stone's throw from the beautiful Broadwater. I'm going to show you a coastal-inspired home which was designed with two busy little boys at front of mind. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Carleen, nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well.
What a sweet home.
Thank
I
you.
love a woman bold enough to do an electric blue front door.
Wait till you see the rest of the house.
Okay, so that's a preview.
Yeah, definitely. I think the front is basically, it's the prologue for what our house stands for, which is just relaxed coastal, brass, blue, and a little bit of height.
Okay, well, I'm very excited to see inside. Shall we take a look?
Yes, please.
This is such a beautiful, light, airy, fresh space.
Thank you.
You must love it. Are you guys responsible for the design?
Yeah, so we decided to go a custom builder. We looked at volume builders and we just couldn't quite get the right plans. So we found a little custom builder that gave us carte blanche. We worked with their architect and yeah, this is what we came up with.
Did you find the design process challenging?
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah, I loved it. This was my ultimate dream, was to get to build something that was just for us. Yeah. So no, it was lovely. And the architect was lovely. He gave suggestions, but he also didn't overstep.
Yeah.
So we've worked with an architect before where we kind of turned around and I was like, I don't think this is actually what I want. You know, there's all the things that they say you should tick off, but in the end, they weren't things that were important to us as a family.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it took ages.
Yeah.
We were a dream client. I think we returned the plans many, many times and tweaked it to an inch of its life. Yeah. But in the end, we pretty much got everything we wanted.
It was actually really refreshing pulling up here because we're so used to seeing these big homes built out to the boundaries where your house is actually quite subtle, set back, and you have so much space. Was that your intention?
Definitely. When you build in an existing suburb, I think it's nice to pay tribute to what the suburb is, which is coastal, old Queenslanders. So we just wanted a weatherboard house, nothing too ostentatious, something that would actually fit in with the suburb.
Yeah, and I think it does. I mean, Labrador's actually a very old suburb compared to a lot of the other suburbs on the Gold Coast. So I think you've probably done the right thing in keeping with the rest of the homes in the street. Tell me about your hard surfaces because you've got this blue theme running through the home in both your hard surfaces and your furnishings, and I love it. Yeah. It paired with the brass is always a winner. Did you find that a bit daunting, choosing colours?
The hardest part was not going grey.
Yeah.
So because grey is just everywhere, all your tile selections, it's so much easier to just go grey.
Yeah.
And I just knew it wasn't what we wanted. I like it for other people, but not for us. Yeah. So we just wanted the house to feel really coastal, really relaxed, and blue and white, I feel, is timeless.
I always say if there's any colour that sort of is on par with a neutral in terms of its longevity, it's blue.
Oh,
blue to me is like a neutral.
Yeah,
you sort of really can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But I love that you've used it in your hard surfaces and not just your soft furnishings.
Yeah.
You've even used it in the tiles, which is a bold choice.
Oh, love it. Love that bathroom.
Yeah. And have you learnt from experience what you like in terms of a kitchen design and its functionality?
Yeah, so again, we didn't want anything too big and we wanted something that could hide the mess.
Yeah.
So without doing a full butlers, we combined our butlers and laundry behind the kitchen. And I love it, our kitchen's always tidy.
And it's a great idea because I mean, do you need a massive laundry that's, self-dedicated? I don't think so. I think it actually works really well. And the way you've included the windows as the splashback in that space makes it feel so open and airy.
Yeah.
It's probably a really nice feeling being in there. I love your use of windows in this space too, and I'm getting a glimpse of that massive backyard, which in terms of a suburban backyard is huge.
They just don't exist, do they?
No, they don't. Can we go take a look?
Yes.
Well, this backyard's like a kid's paradise.
Yeah.
You have so much space. You've got a chicken coop with chickens, a coffee house, a trampoline, and of course, every Queensland home needs a pool. Was this part of the grand plan?
Definitely. This was the reason why we did it. The boys are still little and they spend every waking moment out here. So it's they've swum the whole way through winter. It's freezing, but they've swum. They live here. It's beautiful. We had a divine little house in Bigger Waters, but this was worth the move. It was worth the risk, and the space is divine. We love it.
Yeah, you've done such a beautiful job, and I love your whole approach to the design and build. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Thanks for having me through.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Next up, Dave is living out his dream and filming in a brewery.
Okay, we're doing things a little bit different today, but we've got two of the things that I love, landscaping and beer. We're here at Moondog Brewery, and wait till you see the best beer garden I've seen in Melbourne. We've talked about beer gardens, but talking about having the best beer garden, look at this one at Moondog that's presented here. I mean, it's got everything. It's got the lagoon, it's got the bars, it's got shipping containers, it's got plants, it's got everything, plus food, which I'm going to try later. Look, what they've done, they've played it very safe, but at the same time, you're going to have a lot of sun coming through. The open air roof does help, but you are changing indoor and outdoor plants here, so they do have the classic Monstera, the Strelitzias, we've got some Xanadu's, we've even got some stags in there as well. All of that put together, and even the devil's ivy that's coming out. Because we've been in COVID, you can see that needs a little bit of maintenance, but obviously maintenance guys haven't been able to work. But at the same time, look at it, this is a garden that's going to grow into this industrial area and keep getting better. Generally what they've got here is 70% indoor plants, okay? So it's a mixture of 30%. So we've got the cocos palm, that's an outdoor palm. We've got the strelitzia, that grows outdoors as well. But things like with the rainforest, the monstera and all that sort of stuff, that's more of an indoor sort of plant as well at the same time. But you mix those together and this is what you've got. One of the best things about this beer garden that I think everyone loves and stands out is this central lagoon here that comes off almost in like a snake-like river with this massive water feature up the back here. You know, I have said before, we've spoken about Ibiza a few times here, but come on, DJ booth up there, I think they've got everything here. One thing that I do love about this, everyone is using plastic timber. These guys have stayed true to the Australian dream. We've got hardwood timber all around here, and that's one thing I do love, you know. I think the uses of, you know, with all the containers that we have there, the planting along here, I mean, it's absolutely massive. There's so many different areas in this place, and I'm only at the entrance. I'm sure in a year's time, basically, look, this isn't going to change all year because it's like a hothouse. It's like, almost like a greenhouse, this one in here, OK? So I think all they need to do is basically get into the garden here, clip off the dead leaves, let it flush again, drink some beer and watch the plants grow. So enough about all the garden. Now for my other passion is beer. Now, I haven't been to a pub in nearly a year because of COVID, but you know what? I'm going to get one now. Mate, Brooke, I finally made it to the finish line, mate. You got to tell me, I've been waiting for 9 months for a beer, so this beer must be the best beer I've got to have. What have you got for me?
Well, Dave, I got you one of our classics, the Moondog Lager.
The Moondog Lager?
I've got myself an Old Mate Pale Ale.
Mate,
so
cheers.
Cheers to that.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this place, because this isn't the normal brewery that you walk into. And I do got to say, the one thing that I love is this central lagoon. Whose idea was that?
Look, I've got to give a lot of credit to Josh. Josh is one of the founders, and I think it was just always a dream of his to put a lagoon inside a venue, which is just crazy enough, but
Yeah.
it absolutely works. It is
It
absolutely...
is, honestly, it's something, it draws you to it. And, being in landscape design as well at the same time, it's a little bit quirky. I'm assuming Josh has had a few beers and he might be a little bit quirky if he's given us a design like this.
Absolutely. It's we're a pretty fun and out there sort of brand. So I think, you probably wouldn't expect most people to put a lagoon in their venue, but I think when it comes to Moondog, it just kind of makes sense.
And just talking about the beer, I noticed like there's so many taps of beer here. So how many beers do you brew here?
Yeah, well, we've got 72 taps.
72?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different beers on tap.
Well, I'm going to be here it's going to be a long day then.
It will. It's quite the effort to get through them all. But we've got, our classics from like the Moondog Lager, really easy drinking, refreshing lager, through to like the Pale Ale, which I'm drinking, all the way through to sour beers. We do crazy kind of IPAs. We do some kind of big barrel-aged stouts and kind of everything in between.
And I've noticed that I'm hearing all the noise here behind me. So you're brewing beer for all the Australians at the moment, I'm assuming?
We are, yeah. So we've got our new state-of-the-art brewery out the back. So you kind of look through the glass onto the brewery, which I think is a really cool feature as well. And you see all the brewers walking around doing their jobs out there as you're sitting there having a beer. Huge site. The whole site's 12,000 square metres. Oh wow! So it's a giant site. The bar part is obviously huge as well, but it extends all the way back into brewery, the fermenters, and then into the packaging area as well.
Look, I noticed one big thing that I do love, and that's the vertical garden as soon as you walk through. So you hit with green straight away. Yeah. And as you said, you call this, the rainforest walk, just over here. And I mean, it's a very layered garden as well at the same time. And again, I've got to touch on, I love the old school timbers as well, put there as well. So I think, for me, just coming in as a landscaper, I love it. I think, instead of just having the boring factory, the Streletsia palms, one of my favourite, definitely. So, but look, a little bit more growth, and I reckon you've nearly got there. Well, Brooke, I reckon we've covered enough, so I reckon let's cheers to that and let's drink some more beer. So it's taken 4 years of doing Open Homes Australia for these guys to get me the best gig ever at Moondog Brewery here. So I think you guys better nick off now because I'm about to have my next beer. Brooke, beer?
Up next, the home you need to see to believe. Finally, we can reveal this expansive coastal getaway.
Boasting city, coastal and country views, this next house, which is set on 150 acres, is nothing short of magnificent. Craig, this is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. I got lost on my way down here trying to find this place, and now I feel like I've just uncovered this secret gem.
Absolutely. It's amazing, like you come down here and you just don't expect this. No. You just don't expect it at all.
No.
And just amongst the acreage, it looks amazing. Well, basically, as far as you can see, is the property. Yeah. It's 150 acres.
Wow.
So, and it's right on the hill, so you get outlooks to Melbourne, outlooks to rural, everywhere. It's great.
I'd love to talk about this facade because it's so striking. I'm such a fan of the contrast in colours and also the steel frames with the beautiful natural wood.
Yeah, so it's all spotted gum, all the cladding, external cladding, spotted gum.
Yeah.
The deck we're standing on, spotted gum. The ceiling, spotted gum. The door. So it's all sort of, it all matches in, and it's all natural timber, 100% natural timber.
It is a breathtaking house, and I can't wait to see inside.
Yeah, let's go in.
Let's go. Oh my gosh.
So there's your view.
Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. I don't know where to look. Craig, going, this is incredible. It's absolutely beautiful and so grand. How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling's at the highest point's about 4.2, but then the acoustic ceilings drop slightly below that. So you're still talking 4 metres, close to 4 metres. So.
That's great. I don't know if this is the case from a building perspective, but it actually feels a lot higher than that, maybe because of that floating ceiling.
I think it does, and the glass as well. It's very open looking out there. You've got the glass and the steel frames minimal in between and around it, so you get that openness look.
Talk about the natural elements coming in as well. Look how you've tied it in perfectly with that. The stone here. What is this on the island bench?
That's actually a quartz product. It's 93% quartz. So yeah, of course the gold under there sort of reflecting the colours out of the stone. And then you've got the natural stone on the walls, timber floor, timber outside. So we're sort of trying to, the architect sort of tried to make everything earthy and land, you know, blend in with the land.
We've got a beautiful day today and you can see everything. The sun is shining, but you can just picture this place in winter too. It's so cosy.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice warm feel, you know. Even though you got the stone walls there, they're still warm to look at, sort of thing. They're not a cold, you know, structure as such. The architect was employed by the client, of course, to come up with something that would suit on 150 acres. You can throw a barn on there, you can throw anything on there, but you don't want to, obviously, it doesn't suit a modern retro home either. So the brief, I believe, was our clients have their family down a fair bit, but they want their area, they want a central area, and they want the guests, of course, area. So hence when you walk in, you sort of look through to the open paddocks and the bay and the countryside, and then you turn right, go to the master suite, and then left through the main area to the guests.
The shape of the house as well is just a beautiful, beautiful design. I can imagine when the drone gets up there, it's not your normal home, is it?
No, absolutely. No, it's similar to a cross shape when you'll see on the drone footage. Similar to a cross shape, but with emphasis on, you know, everyone having their own space, plenty of space, as you can see. So.
That bunk bed area is awesome. I just love that as essentially it's a 6-bedroom, but you can just picture all the cousins coming over and sleeping. There's so much storage to put all the toys. There's a TV there for them to share, and it just looks like, you know, camp.
Well, that was the idea, to make it a bit of fun as well. You know, you come down and stay, and of course the kids love coming down to stay, wouldn't you?
Yes. Look, 150 acres, that's so much land. I don't know anyone that's just bought a whole heap of land and gone, let's just build our dream house. Did they even have power in this site?
No, there was no power. We went for 9 or 10 months without any power at all. We ran off generators.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually the client got power put in, but that had to come from the other side of the freeway. Long story, but a long way to travel to get the power here. And it's all 3-phase as well, which is good. But yeah, we basically ran off petrol generators every day for 9 months.
That's crazy.
You know, we managed to get through okay. Occasionally we had to hire a larger generator for some of the machinery, etc. But basically no town water and no power throughout the whole build.
Wow, so, it's like going right into the bush to just build an absolute sanctuary.
Yeah, basically,
What are your favourite features? Because there's too many. There's too many.
Being a carpenter myself, I love timber. So I love the external cladding, the decking, the European oak floor. There's a variety of timber. Love the natural stone. Just the expanse, the high ceilings and the expansive areas.
Mate, this view is incredible, but that view is magnificent.
I know, have a look at it. All the
Wow.
steel structure and the metal cladding upstairs, and you get your timber, you get such a variety of finishes.
I
It's unreal.
love it. I love it so much. It's just an icy, it's just beautiful, and it just complements absolutely everything out here. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and thank you so much for the
Absolutely.
tour. I think you've built the house of the year.
Well, we'll see.
Thanks for watching. We hope you found some inspiration looking through these incredible homes and gardens. We certainly have. For more on the homes and behind the scenes, check out our Instagram and Facebook. See you next time for more Open Homes.